Hey subscribers, and of course new subscribers, I want to know, what is the most recent book that you've read? Name some of your favorite books that you would recommend for me and for anybody else. I have to admit, I hadn't read a book in a while. Not too long, but a while. And the book that I just recently finished is this. This is Eclipse. This is from the Twilight Saga. It's part 3. I didn't read part 1 and 2. I wasn't even a big fan, but now I am a big fan. I cannot wait for this to come out. It comes out in June. Cannot wait. I love New Moon. And when I first saw the first one, I have to admit, I didn't like the first one. It was kind of blurry. Hint, hint, or what it, but I saw it later, a few months later, online. It was very clear. I watched it, and after that I was like, okay, this is good. And then I saw New Moon. Loved it. So, are any of you guys fans of Twilight? Are you on Team Jacob or Edward? I don't know. I like both of them for her. Jacob's body, you know. But Edward, you can tell, is just her soulmate. Part 3, Eclipse. This is really, really good. I would love to spill the beans and tell you what happens, but I don't want to ruin it for people. If you want to know, write me, and I will tell you in detail what happens. I got the scoop on the last book, part 4, so I know the whole thing of what happens. I couldn't wait. You know, the way I started reading this book. By the way, this book is This book is 630 pages. I finished it 2 days ago. I was into this book. It had me laughing, smiling, I could picture all of it and just thinking, oh my goodness. I had loved part 1 and 2 so much, and I just couldn't wait. I had to know what happens next. So I ordered this off Amazon, and you can get this for like used or new. You can get it for like $5. It might be even cheaper on eBay, you know. Speaking of Twilight, I have a lot of things I've always been interested in as careers. One of the things is being a casting director. So I said, if I had any control on who gets to be in maybe part, the Eclipse or Breaking the Dawn movie from the book, this is who I thought would be perfect to have a role in the movie as a vampire. Bill Collins. He's from the group Tokyo Hotel. He totally has that look. I could totally see him as a vampire somehow in this movie. So what I did is, with my, my little art, Windows art, it's nothing fancy at all. This is Bill as a vampire. What you think? Now, I didn't just do Bill, of course. I'm not going to tell you unless you ask. If you write me out, I will get back to you and let you know what happens. But I'm not going to tell you on this video whether or not Bella becomes a vampire. But when I was reading it, I just kept thinking, I wonder what she would look like as a vampire. So I took a picture, and here's my little version of Bella as a vampire. So what do you think? I mean, it's not the best of the best, but I think it was okay. So that's just one book that I'm recommending that you definitely should read. It's so good. Another book that I love, I mean, this is the first book to actually make me cry. My Sergei. This is the book about the figure skaters Katerina Gordieva and Sergei Grinkov. They were from Russia. They were the best figure skaters. Sergei had died, and their love story is beautiful. You know, the way I discovered this was there was a special on ABC. I think this might have been around when he died, but I was little and I watched it. It was called My Sergei, and I loved it. I got the book and I read it, and it was so touching. And one thing I always wanted to be, amongst other things, was a figure skater. I love figure skating. I really, really like Michelle Kwan. Like, she's the reason why I watched a lot of ice skating. Michelle Kwan is the best to me of all time. And I don't even watch ice skating as much anymore since I don't see her on skating. But I watch some peer skating here and there. But their story is beautiful, and it's so sad what happened to them. But it's a really good book. I definitely recommend it. So, subscribers, let me know, are you a Twilight fan? Have you read any of the books? What did you think of the movies? What's your favorite vampire movie, and what books do you recommend? Also, I've always wanted to write a book. I have a lot of ideas. Right now, writing vampire books is the thing. I mean, I was watching Oprah, and the author of Twilight, she was a stay-at-home mom, and she wrote it. This woman now has, like, I think they said she had around $200 million or something like that. I mean, I definitely want to start writing. I do write poetry. I have some poetry that I've written, and I definitely would like to try to write a book, because, like, my mind goes so many places, so many things that I would love for my book, if I wrote one, to come on big screen, because there are things that I think of that I've never seen on TV. So I should do that. I mean, I want to get rich. So do any of you guys write? Do any of you write poetry, short stories? Have any of y'all written a book? Or have you been thinking about it? So that's it for this video. So just share your thoughts.